Ito na po, our first episode of a program for our grandparents. Ang title po ay Kwento ni Lolo Lola for Parents. Ready for this? Here we go.
Hi, good evening. I'm Mely Quintos. I'm a widow and I am mother of 5 children and a grandmother of 9. Now, I am very glad that I'm invited to share a little about relationships in this El Refugio. I would like to share a little about how telling stories uh, have played a very important role in my relationship with my children when they were growing up. As a parent, I don't know how to start because I haven't, I am the eldest in the family and I haven't seen anyone yet uh, having a family of their own. So, ako yung mauuna. Ako yung mauuna. So, what I did was just recall how was it when I was a young girl, how my parents started our relationship as a family. Now, I would like to share something about what I got about telling stories. Now, this one, what we are starting tonight, is something maybe a modern version of Lola Basyang. I know you remember that, Lola Basyang, where the children are gathered listening to stories from their grandmother, Lola Basyang. Now, I have experience doing that to my grandchildren now. I would like to share with you that telling stories to my own children then uh, and develop a special connection among us. It entails intimacy, a very beautiful intimacy amongst us. And the children, when they were growing, they were so excited to listen to stories about us, about us. And would you believe when I started telling them stories about, and the best story that they love until now, they love to hear that, is the story of us when we were still starting to have a relationship, nung nagliligawan pa kami ni Tony. And that love story, that's the best story until now. They love it. They want to hear it all over again. And they make jokes and then have fun. They clap, they laugh. And nagkakantyo pa sila sa papa nila. Sinabi mo yun, papa. And we have fun. We have fun. So, this one, we continue doing that to my own children. It, for me, the home became a venue for developing, what is this? Parang values formation. It became the home. Our home became a venue for values formation, and also it created a positive learning environment. I think that is what we got, and my children are enjoy that very much. And there was a time when Tony and I went to Cebu to uh, to attend a convention of the Marriage Encounter where we belong then. We stayed with my son, who is staying in Cebu with his family. His children then were still in the elementary grades. They were in the elementary grade. Now, I gathered them. Would you like me to tell a story? I said, oh, yes, Grandma, please, please. And then we all went on top of the bed in the bedroom, and I started telling them. So uh, I said, there is this young boy whom I knew very, very well. I know him since the time he was born, I said. And then I related to them how that young boy has become a very, very well disciplined young boy. And he said, and I told him the stories when he was already a teenager, how he was able to help the family by trying to help us take care of his other siblings. And then there was this time when this young boy taught me something about integrity. Integrity. That when there was a time in our life wherein uh, we he was already a teenager then. And then I said, this young boy, I came about, I related to him how problematic we are, nahihirapan kami sa finances namin. So parang nag-isip ako ng what business we can do. Ngayon, I thought of something, sabi ko, to put up even in the province para hindi na kami mag-rent out. And it is a business, sabi ko, na we don't have to be there to be attending yung business. We just live there and then check every week or maybe. What is it, Mama? Sabi niya. Sabi ko, yun daw slot machine. Slot machine? Lumaki yung mata niya. Slot machine? No, no, Mama, no. Sabi niya gano'n. Sabi ko, oy, bakit? Not knowing any better. Yun ang business na naisip ko. No, 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 don't do. No, 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 we should not do that, Mama. Why, what's wrong with slot machine? And he said, Mama, yung slot machine, yung maiipon na pera doon, pera ng school children on the way to school. Pag nakita nila yung merong pwede silang mag-play sa slot machine, sabing ganon, yung baon nila, ihuhulog nila doon. Yung baon nila na binigay ng parents nila for their meals, ihuhulog nila doon para lang makapaglaro. Sabi niya, so, inaagaw natin yung pera ng mga school children. Sabi niya sa ako, oh, I am very sorry, I didn't know that. Sabi ko, dahil hindi ko kasi alam kung ano yun eh. Sabi ko, hindi tayo pwedeng mabuhay. That's what he said. Yung pera ng ng mga batang yun, ang ating yung magiging allowance namin or no, it's unfair. Napahiya ako, sabi ko. And I saw my son 10 feet tall. Parang inappreciate ko siya. Is this the young boy to whom I inculcated the values of integrity, of honesty? Parang ganon, awareness for others. Parang ganon, Look at what our stories before. It bear fruit. So parang tapos I continued telling the story, and then when this boy went, I continued telling stories about how he presented himself to be a working student, to help in the family finances. Sabi niya ganun, parang sabi ko, he has really sacrificed a lot for the family, for the family. And parang makita niyo, it was with joy that he was doing that. Makikita ko na parang he doesn't have a difficulty at all. As I went along with the story, my story, the other child, my ay apo, the one who is already in Australia now, Patricia, she started sobbing. She was crying. I said, "Why you're crying?" "Grandma, you were talking about Papa," she said. And then she and the two children, mga kapatid niya, nakatingin lang sa kanya. I'm sure they all alam din nila now what I'm talking it was their father. Tapos ang sabi niya ganun, oh, how do you know? And, oh, okay, I'll continue with my story. And then I continued that. Pagkatapos ng and after that, parang umiyak sila. And just yesterday, one of my grandchildren who was with us during that meeting, with that storytelling, kinukwento ko sa parents niya just yesterday. And then she was there. Sabi niya, I remember that incident, Grandma, when you were still in the grade, sabi niya. And I still remember your last sentence after your story, sabi niya. You said, and that young boy is your father. You said that, sabi niya. And we all had fun. She clapped. And you will see how appreciative she was knowing more about his father. And sabi nga nila, when we went home to Manila, when we returned home to Manila, my son called me over nung long distance, kumustahan kami ko. Ma, sabi niya ganon, what did you tell my children? Telling a story when you were in the bedroom, sabi niya. What did you tell them? Sabi ko, kinuwento kita pero hindi ko sinabing ikaw yon, sabi ko nun, pero nalaman nila. Bakit? Sabi ko, why are you asking me? Kasi mama, sabi niya gano'n, would you believe that they became very close to me? Sabi niya. And they are affirming me, sabi niya. They are affirming him. The children got the value na na-impart ko doon sa kanila. And it was through a short story with them that evening.
Storytelling. What a wonderful way to teach our children values, virtues that they need to be able to have a good life, for them to become the best they can be. Napakaganda. Are you telling them stories now? Or you haven't, but you still can. You still can tell them stories. Okay. For the Lolos and Lolas out there who would like to share their stories on other matters that will help their children and their apus to become the best they can be, please let us know. Okay? If you like the story of Mely Quintos, please press on the like button. Okay? And wait for us every week at this time. Okay? 8:30 every Sunday. We'll see you. I hope so. See you. Bye.
Who's my family? My family. Who's my family? They are the people who care, people who share, and people who love me.
Who's my family? My family. Who's my family? They are the ones who make me laugh when I'm feeling sad and hugs me when I'm glad.
Who's my family? That's you, that's him, or her and me. My family, we're a family. That's why I'm so lucky to have you as my family.